In this video, I'll walk you through a quick overview of how to get started with Mason by building your first proof of concept. Getting your first project off the ground is a simple three-step process. You start by picking out your hardware, then you upload your core applications to the Mason platform, and finally, you combine those apps with a customized version of Android that you designed to create the perfect experience for your dedicated device. I'll dive into each of those steps a little bit more in this video, but you can also feel free to check out our Getting Started guide, which you can access here from the Mason controller. The Getting Started guide gives you a really detailed step-by-step process for how to get your first project off the ground, and also includes the Mason Starter Pack, which has some helpful resources such as some demo applications, a pre-configured YAML file for your customized OS, and even a custom boot up animation. Everything at Mason kicks off with a developer kit. So the first step towards building your proof of concept is to pick out your hardware. You can see a list of our developer kit options that we have available from our online store, which you can access from the devices page of the Mason controller. Once you're in the store, you can add a device or devices to your cart, and you can dive into the detailed device specs, which will show you anything and everything you need to know about our devices. Now keep in mind, the devices you see here are not all the devices that we have available. So if you don't see something that meets your exact needs, I recommend getting started with whatever's closest and then contacting our solutions teams to hear a little bit more about what other form factors we have available or what accessories we might have that meet your needs. Once you order your device, it'll take 1 to 2 days to get shipped to you, and then you'll be one step closer towards building your proof of concept. The next step is to register your app or apps with the Mason platform. Now all this work actually takes place in our CLI, which you can download here from our docs page. Once you have the CLI installed, it's as simple as running the Mason register command. So you type in Mason register, you tell it you're registering APK, and you pass it the name of the app that you want to upload. Once you've done that, if you go back into the Mason controller, into the artifacts section, you should see a list of your apps and different artifacts that you've uploaded to the Mason platform. Now, if you don't have an app readily available, we have a number of sample apps that you can download from the Getting Started guide resources that I showed you earlier. Once your app's registered, you're on to customizing your OS. The last step is to configure your device with a custom OS designed to meet your exact needs. Now, Mason lets you customize over 500 different things at the OS level. You can see a full list of those configuration options here in a project configuration glossary. Now, just like registering your app, configuring and registering your OS also takes place outside of the Mason controller. So you'll need a simple text editor in our CLI. Here you can see a simple OS configuration that we've put together for our demo. So we've done things like disable the status bar, disable the camera, and customize the Android settings menu. Once you have your OS configured, you go back to the Mason CLI and you run Mason register. You tell it you're registering a config this time, and you pass it the name of your YAML file. Once it's registered, you can actually build the custom OS by passing it the project name and the version number. The build should only take a few seconds to complete, and once that's done, you can then deploy your custom OS and configure your device exactly the way that you want. Building your proof of concept is just scratching the surface of what's possible with Mason. Once you're done building V1, you can continue iterating on that proof of concept, or you can dive deeper into how Mason can transform everything from your app development to your support processes to your logistics. If you have any questions or want to learn more about moving beyond your proof of concept, feel free to contact our solutions team at solutions@bymason.com.